Welcome to another adventure with Getting Lost. We are back at Old Airport Road Food Centre because I have a question. Yes, I have another question. The last time I was here, I've noticed that this place here has lots and lots of good food, and I've eaten lots and lots of the good food here. But my question is, why are there 4 shops here that are selling Char Kway Teow? Yes, 4 shops. And out of these 4 shops, which shop sells the best tasting Char Kway Teow? Since Char Kway Teow is one of my favorite food groups, I will have to come down here to this food center and discover the answer to this burning question. Well, at least it is burning in my mind. So join me after the intro as I try to solve this question and get an answer. So I was walking around this food center, and during my previous adventures here, which were many, I've walked around here and I couldn't help but notice that there are many Char Kway Teow stores here. Like, some places, you have one type of food, but here, 4 different stores that sells Char Kway Teow. So I had to decide, I have to come back, I have to find the answer to my question at Old Airport Road Food Centre, which is the best Char Kway Teow here. So, to answer that question, I had to eat and eat and eat again all the delicious food. Well, not all of them, just the Char Kway Teow portion again. So, if you want to know the answer, well, my preference of the favourite Char Kway Teow here in this food center, just stay tuned. The first store we're going to is actually called 51 Old Airport Road Char Kway Teow, and here this store takes its name from the food center, so they should be good, right? And what they only sell is Char Kway Teow, so since they specialize in this dish, they must be good, right? The only way to know is to try. So here, I'm going to do that. This is their Char Kway Teow that I ordered from the store. It cost me $4. And as you can see, it's more of the wet style of Char Kway Teow, and it's more of the Singaporean style too. It is slightly wet, it's slightly spicy, but I must say, it is a nicely fried plate of noodles. I do like the way they fry the noodles here, and it's also a bit slurpy. So here, when you taste the noodles, first thing you get is a very nice savory, eggy taste, slightly spicy, but the more you eat, you feel that something is missing from the noodles. Don't get me wrong, it's a very well fried plate of noodles, but something is missing. Maybe a depth in flavor from maybe their dark soya sauce, doesn't have a nice deep flavor to eat, and also it doesn't have a nice. They do have a lapchong here, or Chinese sausage, but that Chinese sausage doesn't impart much flavor into the noodles. But don't get me wrong, it's a nice plate of noodles, nice plate of fried noodles. If it was at the bottom of my blog, I would go there and eat sometimes, but nothing praiseworthy. Up next, we have this store called 01-26, and here they also sell fried kway teow. But not only that, they also sell fried rice, Hokkien prawn noodles, carrot cake, mee goreng, even fried oyster omelette, which is a wide variety of items to sell. Since we're doing a Char Kway Teow video here, I decided to order the Char Kway Teow. And here, it cost me $3. here, again, I must say, they do fry a good plate of noodles here. The noodles here, I quite like it. It is fried nicely. That's the first thing. And also it has a bit of a flavor to it, like a burnt, not really burnt, but cooked mee noodle taste that is quite nice, that is coming from the noodles here, which is very nice. It's savory but not spicy and a bit eggy. It's, as you can see here, it's more or like a dry style of noodles, and supposedly this shop here is supposed to be healthier version of Char Kway Teow, and they also have prawns and a bit of a squid in these noodles here. Overall, it's a very nicely fried plate of noodles. But while I was at the stall, I noticed something. A lot of people ordered their carrot cake, so I decided to try it too. So here they also sell white carrot cake, which cost me $3, and this is the carrot cake. First of all, I must say it does look very nice, and you can see a nice layering of the carrot cake. There is like a huge omelette with carrot cake filling. That's what it looks like from here. But when you taste it, first of all, there's a very nice egg taste to it, which I really thoroughly love. And then another good thing about this, why I think people come here to eat this carrot cake, they put in a lot of chai po, or the preserved vegetable, to give it the taste. So when you eat it, you have a nice eggy taste and also lots of preserved vegetable taste, which people will like. The only issue I have with this carrot cake is it is a bit oily. Yeah, even though this shop is supposed to be healthier, but this particular dish is a bit oily, but still delicious. Next up is this stall called Dongji Fried Kway Teow. I have my issues with this stall, but we're not here to talk about my issues with the stall. We're here just to talk about the food, the fried kway teow that he cooks at this stall. And here, I also ordered their fried kway teow, which cost me $3. And here it is. The portion size is not that much, but I must say, he does know how to fry a plate of fried kway teow. The fried kway teow here is quite good, fried very nicely, and I really like the interplay of soft kway teow noodles together with the crunchy bean sprouts and chives. Here you get a dry style of fried kway teow, very reminiscent of the fried kway teow that you get if you eat it in maybe Kuala Lumpur. It's a dry style and fried very nicely with a slight wok flavor to it, a wok breath to it. The noodles here done well, so you get a nice savory fried kway teow, nice soya taste together with a nice fragrant chive aftertaste, which is good, and I really like how they did the fried kway teow here. And if you like fried kway teow, if you order from this store, most of the time you should be able to enjoy the dish. And lastly, we are here at this store called Lao Fu Zi Fried Kway Teow, and here they sell one of Singapore's favorite dishes, fried kway teow. And here we're going to try their fried kway teow. They have two versions, the white one and the black one. I've tried the white one before, it wasn't really there, so I decided this time to try their fried kway teow black version with chili. It cost me $5. First of all, when I taste the noodles, there's a nice spiciness to it, which is quite sharp, and the spiciness actually bites you at the back of your mouth, which is interesting, and it's combined with a sweet savory taste, and also the taste of lap cheong, which is a Chinese sausage, and the fried noodles here, the fried kway teow noodles, which is a rice noodle. So there's a nice interplay of textures of your tender, firm kway teow, together with the a bit thicker, rounder, normal egg noodles, and also together with crunchy bean sprouts and a bit of a green vegetable. So the interplay of the textures here was quite interesting. But overall, I find that if you come here, you must order the black fried kway teow. They taste much better, and if you get the white one, you may be disappointed. And lastly, the last place we are here to try is a bit out of the box. We are at Yummy Thai, and we are having Pad Thai. I know Pad Thai is not Char Kway Teow, but it is similar. It is a Thai version of Char Kway Teow, and since we're here, why don't we give it a try? And so this is the Pad Thai. It cost me $4.50, and I'm surprised. This shop here actually can cook a nice Pad Thai. I mean, not as good as you get in Thailand, but still, compared to what you get in Singapore, this place here does it well. First of all, the noodles flavored nicely, sweet, slightly tangy, and the flavoring actually enters into the noodles, and the noodles is also soft. And then after that, you add in the peanuts and the chili flakes. Oh, it adds in nice peanutty flavor and also spiciness, which comes hand in hand with a Pad Thai. And here, like I said, a very good version of Pad Thai in Singapore. And if you like a Pad Thai, you should come here and give this a try. And this brings us to the end of our adventure here at Old Airport Road, and I think I found my answer to my question, which is the better Fried Kway Teow. Okay, but for you, maybe I would structure my questions more to what you're looking for. If you're looking for carrot cake, then the second store, the 01-26, that's the place to go. The carrot cake here I quite enjoyed, even though it's a bit oily. If you're coming here, you want to eat Char Kway Teow. Even with my issues with Dongji cooks the best tasting Char Kway Teow at this food center. But if you are looking for more of a Singaporean style Fried Kway Teow, look no further. Go to Lao Fuzi. They order the black version, the black Fried Kway Teow. You will not be disappointed. They do that very well here, and they even found themselves in the Michelin Guide's Big Command list for I think last year. But if you want to look for something different, an overseas dish, then you should try the Pad Thai at Yummy Thai, which is quite yummy. So what I'm saying is, food, what is best, what you like, what you don't like, it's all up to preference, all up to experience, all up to your preconceived misconceptions or conceptions of what the food should taste like. So where am I to say what is good, what is best? I can only tell you from my opinion what I like, which is Dongji, despite what I said about it before. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me here today for my adventure here at Old Airport Road Food Centre again, and we explored lots and lots of fried noodles. Yes, these themed episodes, I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more themed episodes, maybe you would like to give me suggestions of where to go, or even what type of food you would like me to, what category of food you would like me to look into, I may consider to do videos about that in the future. So your suggestions are welcome. Leave it in the comments down below. Lastly, before you go, please do me a favor. Please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and also subscribing to my channel. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next food adventure. I will see you there. Bye bye. Sometimes when you go to these food centers, you'll find interesting stores like this store here, which is actually a dessert store, a Singaporean dessert store with a hobby where she likes Hello Kitty and she displays it proudly. Then sometimes when you're trying to do your videos, you want to take the video of the signage of the shop, sometimes people get in the way, block you so that you can't take your video when you want to. They block. I do not know why he just stand there and then just show me his butt. But these things happen sometimes, more often than I like.